All right, so now we're on still 5.3, but this is now part two of it, which is exploded diagrams. So this shows the relationship of a component parts to its object. I'll show you an example to make sense. Basically, it shows if I were to take this anything, an object, and I were to explode it all out, what would that look like? So, for example, you might see something like this, where you have an engine here. Can I draw in here? Quiet, kitty. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat. I can't draw in here, but it would show you like how these things all fit together here. So, for example, these rubber grommets would go on like that part there. Um, so it shows how it all fits together. um, so for this part here again, they show you the examples here so you can kind of see. But if I want to actually sketch an exploded view of this shelving unit here below, again, think about what is this going to actually look like here. So for example, if I were to take this part here, boom, match of explosions. It's going here. It looks something like this. That's what it would be. It's just directly to the right here, as you can see. Now, we do show where our connected points are as well. So that's something to kind of note here. And so I just do this for all of the different parts here. Here we go. So again, this one here kind of shows you an example. But again, you've taken all these parts and have exploded. Now, one thing I want to note is like this shelving unit here, it exists, right? This exists. So does this. So you have to kind of think about what is this object going to actually look like if I were to unobstruct the view. Now over here, you can actually see that how things connect. This part connects to this part, and this part connects to this part. So it's actually showing you how these come together, right? So look at this. I have three things all connecting here. I've drawn those lines to indicate that. So it shows how it actually fully connects. So let's actually try one here. Let's try this flower pot one. So again, think about what this is going to look like. Before I do anything else, I should probably try and think about the invisible stuff, right? Think about the invisible stuff. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I know that there is a section like here. So I know that there's these things here. And then sure. Right, here's an invisible side as an example. So let's actually try and draw this out. So I'm going to start with the base. You usually want to start with the base. Think about what this looks like here. So just doing my best, give myself some space, right? Now I'm going to do my front side here. So think about this front side. Again, if it explodes out, think about the direction it's going to go. It's going to go something like this. Okay. Then I think about these left sides and right sides. What direction is this facing? It's facing this way. That's the way it's going to go. So that's like, I don't know, something like this. Again, it's not going to be perfect. It's very hard to freehand this. It's better with isometric paper. Same thing. This one here, which way is it going? It's going to go that way. It's the way it's facing. You're noticing I'm giving myself lots of space here to work with it. Then I have the back side, which again is going to go that way, right? Oh, let me erase this. Yeah, not the world's prettiest drawing, but like that, you get what it means. So now I have to think about what is this going to look like here when I connect it? Well, think about this point here. This point right here is connected by three things. It's connected. This is the base of it. So this does not connect there. That's not what works. This connects there. This connects there. I probably could have made this a little bit better. In fact, you know what? I'm going to actually erase this and do this a better job of this. Because I feel like I could have actually taught this better at this point. So we think about this when this stuff explodes, this point here, just pure right. So that point there is just going to go pure right. So I'm actually going to go pure right. I'm going to draw that shape. This side here is going to go pure left. Think about this point. It's going to go pure left. So these major points should still line up as best as you can. Yeah, good enough. Okay. So now I'm at the point where I probably could actually draw this stuff here. So I know that this point's going to connect to this point here. I know these are going to connect. I know that this is going to connect. This is going to connect. Now, where's this going to connect to? Well, this is going to connect right here in midair, right? So these intersect midair. So it's usually better to start with the base of it and then build your way up. So this is going to go like here. Now, this is kind of messy, so I'm actually just going to cut it off and go right there. Now, this is going to connect together as an example. Same thing, there's this thing here, but that's kind of lazy to do, so I'm going to do it like that. So, and this one here is going to go, let's see, this point connects to about right here. There we go. So kind of tricky. These exploded diagrams are very, very tricky, but I'm thinking about the major corners and how they all interact and how they link together. And if it is helpful, you can even help like draw like kind of circles with all the major points here about where they're going to actually go and connect. So I want you to actually try it and do an exploded view of this box here. You guys should be able to do this. Now for question 9 here as well, it's thinking about like, what is this going to actually come here and look like? So I'm going to put the answers here. Try question 8, try question 9. Give you a couple minutes here. So pause video, 3, 2, 1. So question 8 at this point will look something like this. Again, this is the exploded out one. Again, think about if you're looking at this, things intersect at the proper places here, right? But my vertical lines should never change. If something goes up, explode it up. Vertical lines make this a lot easier. If you just draw straight up and down lines, straight left and right lines, the rest of it you can kind of map out from that point. For question 9, if I bring this together, it'll look something like this. It's very hard to teach, right? Because really at the end of the day, there's a visual sense and it takes time and practice to do. And I know that might be frustrating if it's not clicking well for you. That's just kind of the unit, and I do apologize for that. So at this point here, you guys should be able to go and do these at this point. Is there anything else that we're missing? I think so. No, at this point, you guys should be able to realistically kind of do this here as best as you're able to. If you have any questions, let me know. It's helpful to include pictures if you do have any questions.